My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. Hit subscribe right now. We're on our way to 120,000 subs. We're almost at 117,000. I have some of the best live streams. I have the best channel for live streams, pound for pound. I have close to 120 subs, but we average 600 to 1,300 sometimes in terms of people on the live stream. Hit subscribe, tell your friends about this channel. Oh, what do we have here? Just Trump exonerated, yet again, by a breakthrough. FBI memos raise deep questions about Russia-Trump intel assessment. Sarah Carter, this is today. The FBI had concerns with the intelligence community's January 2017 assessment that the Kremlin interfered in the presidential election with specific intel of electing President Trump over Hillary Clinton. In newly obtained emails, Bureau officials noted there was not enough intelligence to support the January 2017 findings by the CIA, which concluded Vladimir Putin meddled in the 2016 election to help Trump, according to numerous documents and text messages obtained by SarahCarter.com. However, while Strzok, Comey, and others were disputing the findings of former CIA Director John Brennan, former CIA Director John Brennan and former DNI Director James Clapper behind closed doors, the public perception was that the FBI agreed with the intelligence community's assessment, as noted in the news reports in late 2016 and 2017. Strzok, however, was a double-edged sword. Although he believed there wasn't sufficient evidence to prove Trump-Russia, text messages suggest he was still intent on proving that members of the Trump campaign colluded with Moscow. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you the importance of this. Right before midterms, by the way, today, the RNC hauled in $250 million total. Over double the $100 million the DNC has. I am on record. I am on RT's Crosstalk with Peter Lavelle, May 30th. I state there the GOP will keep control of the House and Senate because the DNC stands for nothing. Democrats stand for nothing. I have stated that in my Daily Caller article below. Share it. I stated every single day on my live streams, I don't care what you hear. They're gaslighting again, themselves first and then the public. The Republican Party will control the House and break, the fourth time in 100 years. Big deal. It is a big deal, actually. But people say, oh, look at the history. Yeah, look at the history. You have a DNC in utter collapse and freefall. You have the country focused only for 2 years. 2 years of gaslighting. 2 years of a legitimized mainstream conspiracy theory called Trump-Russia. Here's how it goes. Putin hacked the DNC with Trump and WikiLeaks' help to inform the country that Hillary Clinton was cheating Bernie Sanders, thus giving her the popular vote, but hurting her in swing states. Through Facebook ads of Jesus Arm Wrestling Satan and Buff Bernie Glistening Bernie coloring book. How does it work? What kind of idiotic, stupid, pathetic, miserable imbecile, Democrats, would believe such a stupid thing? Then you have James Clapper and John Brennan. Oh, the attack on our democracy. It is not an attack on our democracy. Does not equal DNC. Basic logic, Democrats. Basic logic. I've been stating that since 2016 when it first came out. After the election. After I called the election in 2016. And I said Hillary Clinton could not win. And then I said, yes, she would get indicted, but we know now is a grandiose conspiracy. You have to stop Trump. Mid-year investigation, Strzok, Comey, McCabe, all fired. I was right about that. Any other person who had been indicted, she will eventually be indicted. After the midterms, after Republicans keep control of the House and Senate. I called 2016. I'm calling these midterms. The smartest people in the room are the dumbest imbeciles. They're just public relations firms, and I've been saying that from day one. I was on the left. I know exactly how the left thinks. I was on the left. I published 100 published 100 times in the Huffington Post, the Hill Salon. People say, stop bringing up your credentials. I'm not bringing it up. There's nothing to brag about. It just is what it is. I'm happy. Nobody knows who I am, but I've accomplished some nice things. When I was on the left, I got only hate. But they didn't want to hear the truth. Now I'm voting for this guy. Definitely not this person. And we have peace between North and South Korea, whereas we could have had the neoconservatives in Clinton's party, Democrats. We have a great economy. We have corrupt FBI and CIA officials outed and exposed. Mainly corrupt FBI top brass. There are some good people in the FBI, good people in the, CIA. But the top was completely corrupt. That's the swamp that he's draining. When James Clapper gets his security clearance pulled and everyone cries. When Peter Strzok is defended. When Steve Cohen in Tennessee, the guy should lose his seat. When Steve Cohen in Tennessee, Democrat, says that he wants to give Peter Strzok a Purple Heart, how do you feel? To the veterans and soldiers who watch this channel, I love you and I respect you, and you and your families have made the ultimate sacrifice, the biggest sacrifice. God bless you. But how do you feel when you have a Democrat saying, oh, well, Peter Strzok, of all people, deserves a Purple Heart? For what? For saying that Trump voters are smelly? For saying stop Trump? An insurance policy, but the thing is, FBI memo raises, the article is below sarahcarter.com, FBI memos raise deep questions about Russia-Trump intel assessment. It's game over for the Mueller probe. It's done. It's completely done. He can go ahead and fire Mueller and no one can say one thing. He could have done that a couple months ago and, if I was advising him, I would say, go ahead and do that. You'll still win the midterms. But it's the only thing Democrats have. And it's been completely obliterated by the fact that even the intelligence community did not have the intelligence to state even an assessment. Forget about it. I always stated they weren't certain. They're definitely not certain. And they weren't even certain about their confidence. They weren't even certain that they weren't even confident, if that makes any sense. But that's Democrats for you. Give me your thoughts below. This is huge. Absolutely huge. Share this segment everywhere. Subscribe to this channel. I have been saying the same thing from day one. We're being vindicated. We'll be vindicated after the midterms again. And we'll continue to be vindicated. Watch this channel. Not many people are saying the things that I'm saying. And I just reputable sources. New York Times, Washington Post, CNN. I'm using, oh my God. Sarah Carter is a brilliant journalist. And this is her article. So, give me your thoughts below. Share this segment everywhere. Thank you.